Despite 2021 being the most difficult year of my life, and I'm sure many of you can relate, the fact is it did end, that too in celebrations of festivals and birthdays. Like most things that have an end and a beginning, I want to focus on the beginning, a rebirth, a renewal. My first value is to focus. To focus is to pay attention, to be conscious of where attention is directed. My goal is to enhance a more conscious lifestyle, not to sculpt myself into becoming that girl or the it girl. Those are romantic ideals and personas that are not made for everyone, and not for myself. Instead, the goal is to listen and know what works for myself. A personalized lifestyle of simply being, but sort of in a contradictory way with discipline. To make meditation and exercise not a choice, but a necessity. Not a facade, but a way of care. With the dangers of social media blurring the boundary between authenticity and reality, I aspire not to be like those on screens. Instead, I want to remove social masks to reveal my authentic nature. My aim is to focus on knowing myself even more through my creative expression. I will focus not on what I see others performing. Instead, I will focus on the potential inside, seeking authentic expression. Focus on radical expression and see what I create for the sake of expression and not for the sake of validation. My second value is assertiveness. To be assertive in this context is confidence and force without aggression. I am practicing an assertiveness that does not override others, but as an act to claim space for myself, to my voice. At times when assertiveness does not work, I will give myself space and time from whatever is threatening me. When girls grow into women, we are never taught to be assertive and are expected to be more accommodating and submissive, especially within Asian cultures. Accommodating is not bad, unless it comes at a greater cost to you than you wish to take. Assertiveness is authenticity to your needs. Thus, especially as a woman, assertiveness is also a reclamation of power to your sovereignty. To not give up your authority over yourself, your time, needs, and desires to another who thinks they are entitled to you. To no longer being a doormat, or be spoken over, or neglected, or waiting to be rescued. Instead, I practice what seems to be contradictory, a graceful assertiveness. I take responsibility for myself in my own hands, not as a victim of hyper-independence, which I did struggle with before, but as being empowered. My third value is creativity. Underlying my values and life is the desire for creative expression. Without creativity, there seems to be something missing. Like an inability to enjoy existence. Despite working, I make it a necessity to make time for art, creating videos, writing poems or essays. Not as a chore, but as a form of nourishment, like how we need to eat food to live. To explore the depths of creativity, I need to continue to uncondition unnecessary and disempowering beliefs and rules that have been drilled into me since the time of my existence. Those are not my chosen values nor beliefs, and so, by recognizing and removing adopted belief systems, I make space for the potential to create my own values that empower me instead. Creativity underlies my first value. of focusing on my expression and not fixation on what is being produced around me. Creativity also underlies my second value, on asserting myself in ways that I like. My creativity only adds to my empowerment. This is what I bring to consciousness for myself in 2022. I turned 25 last month. I don't think I've ever been more excited to age, to see what more life has to offer me. As I mature into my 20s, as my 24-year-old self came to an end, along with 2021, life still goes on. I am reminded of Hannah Ardent, of her views of life's finitude, that is not characterized by death, but by natality. That is, we are in this world to be reborn. Different phases of aging reveal that change is constant and true. This means that for every phase, we are met with opportunities to give new meanings to life and start something new. To me, this means that creativity is a necessity for entering a new phase, to imagine other futures and other selves. I have been thinking about how to make decisions on my own as being responsible for my own life. This will cause some people to be displeased or angry or think I am being individualistic. However, I thought that if I don't make decisions for myself, then I will live a life that is not my own. No one tells us, but I think our 20s is learning to carve out our own identities and establish our own values that aligns with the values we choose to adopt. I can no longer allow disappointment from others to be the determining factor for making decisions that add meaning to my life. To do the opposite would mean to live an inauthentic life devoid of meaning. So my values for 2020 that I mentioned before, of focus, assertiveness, and creativity, are the essence of my natality, using Ardent's words.